Every step gets calmer. Times I slept with my death as our armor. These days have been less content with the drama. Kiss on the neck, feeling warm like a sauna. Treasure every breath like the desert treasures water. Ask me if I'm fine and I'm about to say I'm sorta. Will you know me when will you know me? Will you know me? Will you know me when I'm gone? Will you show me when I'm done? Will you know me when I'm gone? Will you show me when I'm done? Will you
Okay, one more. That's it.
Coming straight, coming straight, coming straight, coming straight.
Yo, what's going on? If you're with us in the chat on Twitch, welcome in. Happy Thursday, Monday. Happy Monday. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Kale, we're going to make sure we get you bumped into the priority queue marked in orange as well. Do you guys not see the chat? Nah, it's there. It's there, thank God. If you want to submit your music, all you have to do is hit !submit. If you want to skip the queue, !skip is going to explain to you how to do that. But that is completely up to you. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I'll explain how this all goes, who I am, what this is, why we do this very shortly. But again, make sure you submit your music. If you have not done it already, it's free to submit your music. Little Terrestrial, what's going on? Welcome to the chat. If you're with us on Instagram, come hang out on Twitch. We're live right now. We'll be live for the next 2 hours listening to music, giving feedback as a community. So make sure you send your music in. Kale, I don't know if I see your submission yet, so let me know when you've done it, all right? We're gonna get started here very shortly. Let me know if the sound is okay and everything. Obviously, we're on the remote setup today, so things are a little bit different. Hey. Currently on the road, so the stream's buffering here and there. I'm in the chat. That happens. That might even be the same for me with my internet here as well. But don't worry. Sorry, you guys are gonna have to give me a little bit of leeway on the organization of the queue as well when I'm doing this way. Aiden, let me know the artist name in the chat when you get a chance. We'll make sure we pull you into the priority queue marked in orange, which you guys will see very shortly. Never mind, I see Aiden right there. So if you do want to guarantee your song gets played on stream today, the best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. That'll get you bumped up into our priority queue marked in orange. That is probably going to change going into next year. What the fuck, Brandon here? What's going on? Young Nodnarb. I like that. Brandon backwards. Boo Boy, welcome in for the first time. It's nice to see you guys. If you're in here for the first time, if you want to submit your music, all you have to do is follow this link that I just put in the chat for you. And if you want to skip the queue and get put into our priority queue marked in orange, that is a guarantee your song will be played on the stream before the end of the stream. Subscribing or gifting a sub is the best way to do that. But if you don't want to spend money, that's totally fine. Every 5 priority subscriber submissions, we will bump somebody up at random using the wheel of names. Okay? And then the last 30 minutes of the stream is always dedicated to people who are in the chat hanging out with us too. So there's options, right? Hang out with us, take part in the chat, give feedback to other people's music, go follow some artists, listen to some music, get bumped up for free towards the end of the stream. We'll do like a solid 25-30 minutes usually. Stick around, roll the dice, you know what I mean? Do the wheel of names thing. Every 5 priority subscriber submissions, maybe you'll get played. But if you want to absolutely guarantee you get played before the end of the stream, without a doubt, the best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub, which I believe, if you don't have Amazon Prime, is $7.99, and if you do have Amazon Prime, is free. So just keep that in mind. Also, if you have Amazon Prime, feel free to connect it, use it, do all that shit. Not here to take money from you guys, but people asked if we could do it that way, so we have a priority queue for that reason. All right, so if you do want to get bumped into it, subscribing, gifting a sub is the best way to do it. You can see that I'm building the queue right now. Kenny, let me know who you've got for us today, my dude. Welcome back. And let us know what you were doing over the weekend. What you guys get up to? How was it? I had a great weekend here in Vancouver, honestly. It was very chill. I watched a new Netflix movie. I listened to some music. I worked on the Best of the Year playlist. So, keeping busy. It's a slow time for me with distro, so I've been like listening to a lot of music, looking for new artists who maybe make sense for us to work with going into 2025. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on. This playlist has gone from I want you to know, this has gone from 700 songs to 491. So I've already cut out 200 songs from this year. The reason, thank you so much. Shout out to my guys, Dream But Don't Sleep, who make this hat. Great production company who you should work with if you need video work as well. But yeah, what's been going on? What do you guys been up to? I had a great call today. I had a great call today with an artist that I've been like keeping an eye on for a while, and I just wanted to know what he was working on going into next year. I got really excited about it. So just know that's a lot of what I'm doing right now, is a lot of that kind of stuff. One of my new management clients just performed at the after party for this like Asian awards show the other day, which was also really exciting for us as well. So yeah, it's been like a pretty cool little holiday season so far. I'm chilling right now. I'm on the couch. You guys are on the couch with me. We're gonna listen to some music. We're gonna find some cool stuff. It's almost Christmas. Like what else do we need? All right, so for everybody who's in here for the first time, there's a couple things that I like to say before we get started. All right, so bear with me for like 2 minutes. I'm gonna give you guys the whole rundown. All right, the whole motherfucking rundown of like what we do in here and what the point is. So if you are a member of the community, right, and you are not following us on Instagram yet, make sure you go follow Kayvan's House on Instagram. This is separate of my KayvanMD personal Instagram, right? But this is where we are doing a lot of cool things to help support independent and emerging artists through content, through playlists, through all kinds of things. So, a couple things to highlight for you guys. One, if you have new music that's dropping, make sure you put it in our release calendar. I check this every single Friday. It is the first thing I check before I update the new music to this playlist on Spotify, which is really focused on independent and emerging artists and their new releases specifically. If it's over 500k monthly listens, it's not going in the playlist, all right? So just know that that's one option for you guys. Second thing, this is also a free submission-based thing. Songs I found in the comments. All you need to do is go put your artist name and song title in this video in the comments. I do this every Thursday, and I'll listen to your music. If I like it, I'm gonna playlist it. If I really like it, it'll be highlighted in the top 5 that I do every single week. But check the playlist anyway. Right now, tonight, this closes. I'm giving away a free consultation. Usually a 30-minute consultation with me costs $150. 60 minutes is $250. If you want to book me for one of those things, this is the time. It's my slow season. I can take consultations right now. So hit me up, DM me if you want to do that. I will send you all the information. But if you don't want to pay for it, I'm giving one away for free because we hit the 3,000 followers on this page. So if you want to enter for this, make sure you go comment. Tonight is the last night that you can enter for this. This will close tomorrow. That is it. We have what? I don't know, it's like 70, 80, something like 80, 72 entries right now. I'll be spinning the wheel, our wheel of names right here, to give these away over stream over the next few streams. So keep your eyes peeled for that too. What else? New Music Friday content. If you're in the New Music Friday playlist, you'll be considered for that. And then also the songs we found on Twitch. So if you're sending in music for the stream, then you will be automatically considered for this if it is a Spotify link. So just keep that in mind. If you're submitting music that is already out, try to use a Spotify link because that's what I make my playlists on, basically. All right. So that's it. Go follow us there. We've got interviews with artists. We've got discovery playlists. We have community playlists, which submissions are actually back open for in the Discord as well. So if you haven't joined the Discord, here's a link. It's free. Go submit your music. That is another free monthly playlist that updates every month. I listen to those songs. I pick my favorites. They go in there, all right? Kai, I'm gonna try my best, bro. If you are an automatic resubscriber, let me know. You'll get bumped into the priority queue. Once a month, you get one free bump. You just gotta let me know. And then that's kind of it, you know? Outside of that, my day job, I'm the director of A&R at Genius Distro. My name is Kayvan, for those of you who don't know. So I've been signing artists to Genius and pushing music out for the last couple of years now as my main job, but I've been with Genius for about 8 years. And I've worked on everything from verified, deconstructed, open mic, which is kind of my baby, branded content, live events, a lot of really cool things, to be honest. I really have been enjoying a lot of what I work on, but a lot of it focuses around independent and emerging talent and figuring out how we can get the most out of releases or help them figure out what they can do best, right? I also manage artists. I've been an artist myself. I produce music. I've been a classical musician. I've been a publicist because I have to. I look at contracts a lot. So if you have any questions about the music industry at all, feel free to ask them in here. I'm always happy to answer your questions and hopefully help you guys figure things out. The consultation obviously gives you a little bit more time to ask me very specific things, but you don't want to do that, just ask the questions in here. I'm happy to give the information to everybody. I don't really care. Like, it doesn't hurt me at all to share this information with you guys. So just know that that is also a part of this stream. If you have any questions that you have at all regarding music, feel free to ask them in the chat, and I will do my best to answer them as well, okay? So what do we do here? We listen to music, we get feedback, we pull up socials, we follow and support artists, and that is what we're doing for the next 2 hours. If you are in the chat, we want to know what you think of these songs as well, so please let us know what you think of the songs. If you are in here, just be respectful. That is literally the only rule. Be respectful to each other. We're all gonna get along. We'll have a great time. But if you hear something you like, go follow the artist, go support them. It's easy. Just do a couple double clicks, drop a couple comments in there. If you hear someone you really fuck with and you want to collaborate, hit them up. Hit them up in the Discord. Hit them up in the DMs. Either way is fine. Jacob's Wick, I'm glad you like it. This is something in our songs we found on Twitch playlist, which is filled with songs that we found here on stream. All right. The reason I really appreciate you guys, and I really appreciate that as well. This song is called BS. It's by Harmony Chia. If you follow me on Kayvan's House or on my personal Instagram, you will have seen this highlighted as one of our top 5 songs of the week. And it might go into that best of the year as well. We will see. All right. So that's it. That's really the whole thing. We're going to get into this music so you guys can see it. Like I said, if you want to guarantee a song gets played on stream today, best thing you can do is subscribe or gift a sub. That'll get you bumped into our priority queue marks in orange. Every 5 priority subscriber submissions will bump somebody at random using the spinning wheel of names. And then the last 30 minutes of the stream will be dedicated to people who are in the chat hanging out with us. Stick around, have some fun. Guarantee you find some music you fuck with in here, okay? Starting off, we've got KayvanMD. The song is BS by Harmony Chia. Boom. Harmony, CHEA. So High is also very good, but this one leans a little bit more UK garage, and I love it personally. Okay, let's get into it. We're gonna start with this song from KayvanMD, who is somebody I really do enjoy. How do you get connections in the music space? I'm managing my boy because he believes I'll be good at it. You've kind of just got to talk to people, bro, and build relationships, ask questions, do things like this. Go to networking events and music industry events, be outside and just like be in people's faces. But I found the internet, like as a manager, the internet's been a really, really great way to connect with people. And I think being earnest and being honest and transparent with people about what it is you're looking for, what you need, what you're trying to figure out, I think that's the best way to kind of build relationships in this industry. Have the tough conversations when you got to have the tough conversations, and don't take things too personal. I think that's the best advice I can give you as a young manager when you're starting to figure things out. Most of the shit that you'll experience is not personal. It's just business. You will know when it's personal. Don't take it personally. I think a lot of times, like, young managers will take shit personally, or even like just newer managers will take shit personally. And more often than not, it's just like one of many factors happening in someone else's life, which is the reason that you are not getting the thing that you are trying to get or want to get from a situation. So just keep that in mind, bro. You gotta approach everything with an open mind. You got to be relatable. You got to be like easy to get along with. So I think that more than anything, like, it's that. And then you will learn as you go. If you were going to read a book specifically that could help you, Everything You Need to Know About the Music Industry by Donald S. Passman. Great book. Great groundwork. It will teach you a lot of the things that you need to know as a manager that you can build off of. But don't be afraid to ask questions, especially to other managers, especially to, like, just don't be afraid to ask questions, bro. And don't be annoying about it. There's a way to reach out to people that isn't. Please check my artists out. Facts. That is a huge fact. Like, knowing how to talk to people, I think, is a very important skill. So I think more than anything, it's that. That would be the best advice I could give you, is just figure out how to bring value to other people and figure out how to talk to them. And that'll be an easy way for you to build a relationship. All right, Lost Count, KayvanMD up first. Love this guy. Great songwriter. Great producer. You'll get a very diverse range of music and sounds from him. So yeah, of course, man. And this is why I like you guys asking questions too, because we've got other people who do this in the chat. It's not just me. So there's always going to be a good opinion or good feedback that you can get from the other people here as well. All right. Kwame Brayon will get you bumped up too. This is, I do think that for you, Kale, my favorite songs that you make are these ones that are a little sadder, a little bit more emotional. Very lyric heavy. There's a real story in them. Let us know what you think in the chat, guys. This one feels really good, though. I do like this already. The strings is such a nice touch. I can't front though. Kale already has 2 songs in the draft playlist for the best of the year from this year. So that should tell you how highly I rate this artist. I've got to go back and figure out which songs to cut. Mixed Signal say, hey, just subbed him in the queue. I didn't see a sub come through yet, bro. You'll get a badge when it does. I'll keep an eye out for it. But until then, we'll keep an eye out, okay? Aiden says, super smooth. Section 2 says, love your voice, Kale, dating. Yeah, bro, for me, it's the Mexican regional music song that's kind of at the top of my list right now, because I loved hearing you do something bilingual as well, or in Spanish this year. So for me, that was a real standout. But look, if you guys are in the chat, I highly, highly recommend you go follow Kale. For a couple reasons. 1, great producer, great songwriter. 2, you may have seen him going kind of viral recently for a couple different content pieces that I thought were genius. He pulled up on Big Sean and gave him like a whole ass phone filled with beats. Yes, it was him. Did the same thing with Tommy Richmond. I think Kale has a really, really great approach to creating content as well and marketing his music. Yeah, bro, I really loved that one. Drizon, what's going on? But I think Kale has done a really great job as a content creator and a musician of making really, really high quality content and really high quality music, and not really sacrificing, sorry, I don't know why I spun the wheel. That was an accident. And not sacrificing the quality or virality or anything like that. This is nice music. I love it culturally because it's my culture, but at the same time, not what we're looking for. Anyway, go follow Kale, Cael Dadian on Instagram. You will learn a lot, I think, just from even watching the way that he approaches writing and producing music. And if you are looking for collaborators, hit him up. He's in Arizona, so please reach out. Yeah, no, bro, you've been killing it. I keep seeing you like going viral on these different like rap pages, and I don't know if you're seeding that content. Which, for those of you who don't know what seeding is when you send it to them and you like you know pay them to like post about things, and sometimes like that is how you'll see a lot of things go viral, right? Is people seeding content. So I can never tell if that's what you're doing or if it's just getting picked up. Either way, the content's really great, so I could see it just getting picked up naturally. But go follow Kale. It's sick. Like I'm a fan of the way that you move. You move very well. Aiden Park, Far Behind, up next. And also just appreciate you being here for so long, bro. Like you've been in here for like a year plus, right? Organic with the Big Sean thing. That's sick. I saw the Tommy one too, and I was like, that's fire, bro. This is Far Behind by Aiden Park. Let us know what you think in the chat. Who can you pay to seed content? Usually you can reach out to the pages directly. You know what I mean? You can hit them up and ask them. They'll probably ask you what's the budget, and then from there you'll kind of be like, oh, well, this is what I want you guys to post. This is the budget, blah, blah, blah. And listen, pages, it's pretty easy to find them. It'd take too long for me to list them all, if I'm being honest. We do have a resource in the Discord, though, for some stuff like that. So maybe just go in there and check. Add Bula in the Discord. He might be able to send you a resource sheet. I do like this one. I think this feels pretty good. I kind of wish the background vocals were up a little bit more in this mix, personally. Only because I can hear them there. I wish there was just a little bit more in those parts, but let us know what you think in the chat. There are companies, I mean, there's like Vertical, that's a company that does things like that. There is Music Talk Network, I think is one. At Boola is his name, B-O-O-L-A. I'll ask him about it. We'll talk about it in our meetings as well. I'll ask him about it. I appreciate that, Kel. Thank you so much, man. I'm trying to do that. You know what I mean? I see that. It is a little quiet. Sorry, I just turned it up a touch. I appreciate that, bro. Kel says this feels so good. Reminds me of Austin George. He's not in here right now. He's not in here right now. You got to do it in Discord, specifically. He's my Discord mod, so he'll be in there, and if you need it, he can send you the resource sheet. But you have to join the Discord. There's a link in the chat. That's also free, so we're not charging for any of this stuff. Love the drum, says Mixed Signals. Love the melody on the hook, says Section 2. I do too. I like the aesthetic of your Instagram too. It's a little brat. The content's a little brat, and I like that. Jonesy said this is super fire. Ben Hamido says this is nice. What's going on, guys? Welcome in. It's really good writing. At 2:53, it's like a really, really easy listen. Yeah, the brat font. I was a big, it was a Brat summer for me as well, so I'm not mad at the Brat font in the slightest. Aiden Park, AYDN Park on Instagram. Bro, if I had any feedback to give, it would be just make more content on social, specifically on Reels. I've been having this discussion with people a lot recently. Big Brat guy over here, Brat Swag. I would love to hear this live. Oh, I agree with all of these things. So the one thing that I've been kind of telling, and look, like two things. One, for the person who was asking about resources and pages and things like that. Quite honestly, bro, if you just go to an artist who's similar to you, this is what I do. Like, go to an artist who's similar to your music. When I'm trying to break an artist, I'm just gonna go look at people and places that are posting artists that are already in a specific space. So in this case, right, if you make music like Aiden, boom, who's he tagged in? All right, Underground Raps, that's good. Underground Hit List, cool. Divert Productions, all right, I fuck with all these people already. Next Up, shout out to Next Up. Storm Sounds Universe. Divert Productions, like, oh, what's that? Kayvan's House, the guest list. Like, look, there's just so many things that you can find just by looking at the things people are tagged in. So for me, when I'm thinking about breaking an artist, and I'm just gonna give you guys some game here. When I'm thinking about breaking an artist, do you have thoughts on if TikTok goes away? What's the next move? I mean, Reels and Shorts, because they're gonna dominate that short form video market because they already exist and people are already using them, and they've already figured out how to make it work for the people on the platforms, right? So yeah, like for me, when I'm trying to break artists, that's what I'm doing. I'm going to look at who's tagging them, who's supporting them. If I know they already like something that sounds like what I'm going to be sending them, then in theory, they're probably going to like the shit that I'm sending them too, right? So it's just about thinking about it in that way. It's really not that hard. That's when people ask me, like, do you have any specific examples? Like, I said it to fucking everyone. Go figure it out. But yeah, the thing I was going to say, posting on Reels too. Like, TikTok, I think, has been doing less with people anyway. So if you're making a lot of content for TikTok, don't be afraid to put it on Instagram Reels or on Shorts. You should really be putting it everywhere. I tell every artist I talk to this as well. And I do understand why some people are hung up on it. Because with Instagram, right, it starts off more personal. You got a lot of family, friends on there. So people don't want to post content, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, like, those people that follow you are not going to be the people who stream your music long term and buy concert tickets and go to your shows and buy merch. So you just got to remember that the audience that you are serving is an audience that you do not know yet, an audience who hasn't found you yet. So using as many opportunities to get in front of them as possible is the move. All right. Reels to me is a priority, and then I take those reels to TikTok. Also fair. You can do it either way. It's just like post them everywhere. Mixed signals. Usually that means that it's because you have not subscribed. So maybe you just followed, maybe you didn't subscribe. There is a difference between the two. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I know IG scares me. We're going to have to bite the bullet and get more confident. Yeah, you just got to do it, bro. All right, section 2 up next. I fuck with this artist. I got to do a session with him a couple years ago at the Antisocial Producer Camp in New York. That was my first time really meeting him. I'd kind of heard his music before and was aware of him. I think from the stream here and from some of my playlist stuff, but I just fuck with him. Great songwriter, great artist, good content. Just like a good-ass fucking dude. We got a You Don't Know My Name sample flip off rip. So the song's probably going to be a banger just based off of that alone. Let us know what you think in the chat. Main ingredient freestyle, section 2. Uncle Book, we're going to get you bumped up. Made this yesterday. I mean, I really love the sample flip on this already. Energy in the vocal is very good. It is still a demo, so like, get in here, guys. Section 2 underscore. Make sure you go follow. RS, we can't wait either, bro. Maybe you gifted one? Did you gift one to someone? I just didn't get a notification about anybody gifting them either. Like, usually if you gift it or if you do one, I'll see it. Might be a Twitch issue. If it doesn't pop up, bro, let me know. Just keep track of it. We have an honor code in here, so I'm going to trust you over not trusting you. But no, this is fire. You got to finish this, bro. Phantom Music says this is fire. Jonesy says this is tough. Kale says hard. The thing I would love to hear is more vocal layers. Yeah, ad-libs, vocal layers, just those details. Kenny says this is tough. Give me some ad-libs. Yeah, look, go follow section 2 if you're rocking with us. Very talented artist, honestly. Go listen to his other music too. I always tell people, bro, that session that we did was probably the session I enjoyed the most that week. And it's because you had really great energy. Devon had really great energy, but I still to this day really like the song that we all made. I know it was quick. I know we never finished it, but I liked that song. Like I enjoyed that session, and I think for me, that's probably one of the reasons that, truthfully, like I'll always kind of support when I see a shit too, because it was just good vibes. You know what I mean? And that's something I really appreciate from artists as a producer, but also just like as a person. You know what I mean? It's like I truly just fuck with good energy from artists, and some people can be like really egotistical and stuff like that, and it's just not that bad. I'm not from the States. Is that going to affect my music career as an R&B artist? No, I don't think so. Not anymore. We live in a different time. I mean, if Tyler can be popping off, making R&B music as well, you know what I mean? Like, if fucking... There's hella people like that. I want to hear that song now. I might have it somewhere. I'm not from the state. Oh, missed that. Michael Million, Uncle Book. Let's get you bumped up before we get into the next song. And Chris Cross, too. Thank you, guys. Uncle Book. All right, this takes me a little bit longer when I don't have my mouse because I just touch pads. Way less control. Uncle Book, Michael Million. Shit. See, that's the problem. Keep dragging it to the top of these 20,000 submissions that we've gotten through in the last few years, which is crazy. I can't believe we've done that many submissions. All right, next up, we got this one from Jonesy. Demo from a new track. Love any and all feedback before sending off and mixing and mastering. Let's get into it, guys. Let us know what you think in the chat. Chris Cross will get you pulled up as well in 1 second. This is Wants and Needs / Lonely. Jonesy and Astro Boy. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm gonna see if I can find that song section. I think I have it somewhere. The mix on it's not fantastic by any means, but what was it called? I like this. I think for me, the thing that I do here that maybe catches my ear a little bit is that I do think the delivery and the timing of the delivery could be a little bit more on time. Yeah, it was a pretty solid song, bro. We never finished it. That was really all it was. Shit, how did it even go, bro? I might have to look it up by title. I might have to look. I know I've got it in my iCloud somewhere. Dreezon, thanks for the follow. Dream collab to produce for? Oh, bro, I would kill to produce for Kendrick, honestly. I think that would be probably one of my favorite collabs that I could do. Produce with, that's a tough one. Produce for, definitely fucking Kendrick. That would be too sick. Yeah, probably Kendrick in all honesty. So I think the hook on this one's really solid. For me, it's the verses where the delivery gets a little bit off. That's really the only thing that I could say about this one. Basic IG says I agree. Go back in tonight and try and get that delivery. It's just the verses, bro. I mean, mix sounded pretty good. Oh, Dreezon's your new artist name. I don't know if I knew that. Yeah, I think it's just the delivery on the verses. That's it. You could tighten that up a little bit, and I think otherwise it feels kind of good and it's easy to listen to. If you were rocking with that, guys, make sure you go follow at Hey Jonesy. We have one more song from Bray, and then we'll do our first free bump of the evening. Again, if you want to guarantee a song gets played on stream, best thing you can do is subscribe or give to sub, just like Zars did. You'll get bumped into our priority queue marked in orange, and that is a guarantee that we'll play a song before we get done in an hour and a half. This is from Bray. This is unreleased. So for those of you who have been around for a while, you know the Bray lore. Found him here on stream through Kenny, his manager, who's here in the chat with us as well. Signed him to Genius Distro. We did his first EP. We did like 4 or 5 singles after that. He's been working with the Illusion Hills guys on a lot of stuff recently, which is super fire. Great alt R&B, alt pop artist. Filipino, which is also fire if you are AAPI like me. Very exciting. Home stretch on the project. All songs are finished. Just need to get everything mixed and start filming. Love to hear it, bro. I'm excited. This is Decelerate. Let us know what you think in the chat, but I have a feeling I'm probably already gonna like it just because it's Bray, and I'm a fan. I've been a fan, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, beyond like working with him and stuff. Like, I've been a fan of his, Rudy, since 2020, maybe 2019, definitely 2020, maybe 2021. I don't even know, bro. Yeah, they just want bread. It's tough. I love when he gets in this little R&B bag for sure. 2020, yeah, 2020, bro. Crazy. That's so crazy. I'm still looking for this fucking song too, bro. Waiting for you to mess up. For me, I mean, well, if not, give it to. Voice is so good, says Basic IG. I'm a big fan. Snacking Peaches was going on. Hale says, favor the day right here. Ben Hamito says, yes. So pretty, says Snacking Peaches. He really does have a beautiful approach to melody and harmony that I've always really, really appreciated. I think that's one of the things that's always really stood out to me about Bray. Braden on Instagram, the 8 is a B. The B is an 8. I never really know how to describe it, but Braden, 8 RAEDEN on Instagram. Make sure you go follow. Still a rising artist. Stacking Peaches, it hasn't come through yet, but if you're an automatic resub, I don't get a notification, so that might be it. So if it doesn't pop up, let me know. Or if that's what it is, let me know too. I really like the mix on this too, bro, honestly. Like, I feel like it fits his vocal really well. The falsetto always does it for me with Bray. So much emotion in his vocal delivery, and I always think that that's one thing that I try and tell singers to do all the time. Make me feel the thing you're singing. I don't want you to tell me what you're feeling. I want you to make me feel it. And I think Bray does an amazing job of that specifically. Damn, bro, I don't seem to have it on my iCloud anymore. That's a bummer. Unless it's just sneaking under the radar with a name that I just literally can't remember. I can't find it in my iCloud, unfortunately. Section. Phantom, yeah, shout out to whoever gifted you a sub. Ara says this is hard. A little guitar solo, is this him? Do the submissions transition? No, they do not. If you don't get played today, make sure you resubmit on Thursday. They do not run over. This is not him playing? That's totally fine. Whoever played it did a great job on the guitar solo also. Drizon says fire. Again, make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. It's called Decelerate. Guitar solo is a great addition to play with the tension that's been building. I agree. It's a really, really nice way to end. I don't always love a guitar solo because they don't always make sense, and they're not always done well. Sometimes people do guitar solos that just make no fucking sense at all, and that's a bit of a pet peeve for me when people just slap a guitar solo into a song for no reason. So it always makes me really happy when people do it well. Oh, Snacking Peaches, formerly known as So Lukewarm. I did not realize your thing changed, bro. No, I got you because you've been here for so long that I already kind of know you're not a liar. You're very honest. You're a very honest person. Oh, Hugo, that was so close, bro. All right, hold on 1 second. My thing got fucked up over here. All right, 1 sec, guys. 1 second. We got fucked up. So, who was it? It was Silk. All right, Silk, you got a free bump, bro. Congratulations. Dropped this song last week. Let me know what y'all think. Disclaimer, I already playlisted this song in the New Music Who This playlist that dropped this past week. So just know when Spotify decides it wants to work that I do like this song already. Track 9 by Silk. I've really enjoyed listening to this artist in general. I think he's got a really, really good warm. I see his sub badge too. That's why I'm like, I'll get you, bro. Snacking Peaches, don't even worry about it. I trust you because you are a long-time community member as well. So I know you know how this all works. Odds are it's an automatic reset, but I'm just not seeing it. If there is anybody else who's subscribed and it's not popped up, please let me know, because I will, we'll make good. But if I don't know, I can't do anything, okay? And there is definitely a honest system in place to do with us on Instagram. We're live on Twitch right now. Hit the link in my bio if you want to submit music and come join us. It's free. We got 32 in the chat right now. Shout out to you guys if you're in here. Make sure you submit music if you have not. Again, subscribing or gifting a sub is the best way to guarantee a song gets played on stream today, okay?
Right now, looking back, man, I feel dumb as shit.
I think Silk has such a good rap voice. Oh boy, I do love indie rock, so just know that I probably will like it.
Running through a zip. At least this time I ain't cry all on the phone like a bitch. Liar on my side.
I'm gonna move you guys a bit closer because I want to sit back and relax a bit more.
Can feel the liquor calling, yeah, I know I need this cleanse. Uppers with my weed, I'm taking caffeine to the head.
Alright.
I've been seeing demons and these clowns wanna see dead. My heart's gone cold, I wonder why.
I like the I will say, like, I grew up listening to Eminem, right? So I like the Stan interpolation. Tab is that seating list, so you just add Bula and ask him for the resources list. Sick interpolation, says Kale. Or bro, like when we get done, I'll put it in there as well. Sorry, I just can't do both at once. It's like a lot. I'm producing you know what I mean? I'm producing a live. There's a lot of things happening at once. So if I don't get it right now, just know I'll get you after we get off stream. Just don't let me forget. All right. Reasons I like the idea. I like the idea too. I will say the track title, you could have maybe gotten a little bit more creative on other than track 9. Just from an SEO standpoint, track 9 is gonna get buried, right? Like I think you probably could have had a more creative song title. Even Heart's Gone Cold, or like Wonder Why, or like, you know what I mean? I do like the idea though, and again, like I think the standout for me is the tone on the delivery and the vocal. There is something that just like catches my ear, bro. Like I do still think the mix could maybe be a little bit more polished. There's like aspects of the delivery that could be a little bit more polished, but overall, I think the thing that's really been catching me is just the tone of the voice from Silk. Like there is something like really nice about it. It feels like really like old school New York sounding, almost like reminds me of Dipset a little bit. I fuck with the Eminem interpolation on the hook too. Like I just think it's a cool and interesting way of using that without just straight sampling it. So yeah, I enjoy that one. We got Kwame Brown up next. He says, if I was going to rebrand, is it best to just break clean and create a new artist name or try to transfer over? It depends, you know? I kind of lean towards the mindset of like, if you've already kind of built this audience for yourself, then yeah, maybe figure out how to transition that audience from one place to another. But in the other side of things, like just for the flip side of the argument, like if you haven't built like a big audience or a big like fan base or following that's like keeping up with you and doesn't really like, you know, if it doesn't affect them for the change, then just start again. You know what I mean? Start rebranding, make it consistent, do it from the jump. I don't think it makes all that much difference if I'm being honest, but if you have like, you know, if you were at like 100,000 followers, right, or like 200,000 followers or something like that, I'd probably say like, yeah, be a little bit more considerate about the way that you shift over and try and get people over because you've built this whole audience already. But if you're like under 10K, like, you know what I mean? Like it's not the end of the world. Just start again. 102, 2024, 1207. Just produced this one. So if you are in here and you're an artist looking for producers to work with, this is Kwame Brown. Make sure you tap in. Low-key, you and Crisscross, I think I said this last time, but you and Crisscross in this space could make some really crazy shit together, I think. I like that this is almost like a little bit more like I'm a piano, Afro beat kind of rhythmically. I think that's something that immediately stands out to me. This one feels really good, bro. This is probably one of my favorite beats that you've sent in so far, in all honesty. I I like the lo-fi stuff, but this to me feels more complete, more polished, and just a little bit more accessible, I think, for fans of different types of music too. Root Pie says smooth indeed. Rezon says chill. Hey. Eddie, I'm gonna text you this week because I think I'm gonna start using it at the beginning of next year once I'm back in New York and I can like actually get everything set up properly. But I had a couple questions I want to ask you as well. Rezon says chill. I could listen to this on its own, quite honestly. I don't even know that I need lyrics on top of this or vocals on top of this. Universe, thanks for the follow. Welcome into the community. It's nice to have you. Love this development right here, bro. This is a vibe, says Crisscross. Yeah, totally. I love the arrangement too. Like, I love the way these different instrumental elements have come in. It's been like real smooth. The arrangement for me is probably standout on this one. It doesn't feel repetitive. There's enough movement throughout. There's these different sections. The chorus has a nice build into it. The way the sub comes in is good. Evo Papa says, I like it very breezy. I do wish there was a bit more texture bias because I enjoy music with texture. That's totally fair. Am I a big fan of staying independent? Yes. I am a big fan of staying independent because I just don't think that labels do all that much. If I'm being honest, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of empty promises, and I've experienced that as a manager. You'll end up doing the majority of the work yourself unless you're a priority. So unless they are promising you that they're going to open every fucking door and give you a huge budget and give you a team that you actually have met and are excited about you, then I would be wary of it. Because I tell people this a lot on stream. And A&R's job is to sign you, right? Like, that's it, for the most part. In 2024, they're not going to do all that much. They're going to sign you. They're going to hand you off to another team. That person who's reached out to you and is setting up meetings and wants to talk to you, they're only one piece of the puzzle, and they're not the one who's going to be doing the majority of the work. The majority of the work is going to be coming from digital and press departments within those labels, and then the other the other departments as well, like counting and like all this shit. A&R doesn't really do all that much anymore. So for me, I think staying independent and building the most leverage that you can before you go into a label situation, so that you can kind of demand what you want instead of being told what you'll get, is kind of the important thing. So if you don't need the label support, because it really is just a budget, you know what I mean? It's like, they'll give you a budget, and then they'll be like, figure out how to use this budget. They'll probably use that budget to hire people externally. You'll be recouping that budget for fucking ever. So if you don't want to get into that kind of like cycle of borrowing money and then spending money and then borrowing money and then spending money, then just I would say stay independent for as long as you can, and as long as you can self-fund, or as long as you can find alternative funding. Like, you could get an advance from a distro company, right? Stay independent, keep creative control, not have to worry about when you can put things out, be able to kind of do what you want to do, build your audience, which they're going to require you to do anyway, and they're probably going to lean on you to do anyway. And then at a certain point, you can kind of go in there and be like, yo, fuck, I need, you want me to be a part of this label, or even maybe get your own imprint, you know what I mean, if that's something that you want to do. So I just think for me, yeah, like it depends on the label. One, I would be very weary of like what they currently have signed on their roster. If there is things that sound like you, there is the danger of being benched or being kind of like second string and not being the thing they focus on versus the thing that is moving. If they're too small, sometimes they can't really do all that much for you, for the deal, or for the, the deal might not be a favorable deal. And the thing that I would tell everybody is the thing they tell you in the room versus the thing on the contract that you will actually read when you get it in writing will be two different things. There will be similarities, there will be things that are in there, but there are going to be things that your A&R is not going to tell you about because they don't understand the contracts and they don't fucking know what they're talking about. So just be wary of those things too. Biggest artist signed is IDK. I think I know what label that is based off of that. And it really just depends, bro. Like, I think you've got to just think about a lot of things. And one of the questions that I wish I had asked when we got into our label situation with my artist, where we kind of got benched and I didn't have the best time, is who is going to be working this project in these other departments. So like for you, like I think if you get to the point of signing with them or getting an offer or a contract from them, you're going to want to ask who are the people who are going to be working on my shit. And if there is a way for you to meet them beforehand so you can see how excited they are, or if they're excited at all, and kind of gauge that, I think that would be a good and an appropriate way to figure out, all right, like, am I going to get the most out of this place and this situation? I think the thing that happens more often than not is like labels will sign something that goes viral, then just want more of the exact same thing. So just be aware that if you've had something that's gone kind of crazy, they're probably looking at you thinking, oh, we need him to make more of that because we know it works. So if you are trying to keep that creative control, be diverse, experiment, and not do things that are kind of the thing you got signed for, just be aware that maybe a major label is not the place for you, or maybe an indie label is not the place for you. But I do think it comes down to the team that's working on it and whether or not you can believe in them and whether or not they believe in you more so than the label itself. So yeah, those are just some things that I wish I'd kind of known going into my first label situation. So yeah, Night of Christmas, Kia Harper, Breon Bliss. Let's get back into the music. Good Saviors, thank you for the sub. Let me know the artist name in the chat. D'Antoni. I'm going to wait for this notification to come through, but I got you once it does, all right? And yeah, this is why I always tell you guys, like, ask me questions. Like, I've just learned things, you know? This isn't like some magic formula, but it's just like I've learned shit from doing it and failing and trying, and I'm happy to share that experience with you guys because I think it helps make everything a little bit easier. Oh, I don't know. Okay, that's fine then. Flamsy, that's what we're doing for the next hour and 15 minutes, bro. Submit your music using this link in the chat. If you want to skip the queue and get bumped into a priority queue marked in orange, subscribing and gifting a sub will get you bumped up. That is a guarantee you'll get played on stream today. This is like a nice Christmas song vibe. I will say an R&B Christmas song, I got a soft spot for immediately because you just don't hear that many of them. So I'm always looking for something that is not, you know, I like somebody approaching a Christmas song from a different approach. Good Saviors, let me know what you got for me today. Carotile. Is it Holocene? Porcelain. I don't see it in here. Did you submit already or no? Bro, I don't understand why in my brain I just literally cannot get Porcelain and Holocene separate. I don't know what it is. My first Christmas song too, never done a holiday theme. Ia is fine, she got a great voice. Porcelain, yeah bro, I don't know. I'm gonna try and fucking drill that shit into my head. I don't know what it is. I literally don't know what it is that stops me from connecting Carotile and Porcelain. I don't know what it is. Chris Cross, let me know if you got another one for us, bro. Breon, you sound great on this, man. This is gonna be a little sus for me to say, but it low-key reminds me of that era of like I gotta stop talking about R. Kelly on stream because you guys are gonna think that I'm a huge R. Kelly fan. In the year 2024, I'm not. But historically, before we knew how problematic R. Kelly was, I was a big R. Kelly fan. And so I do think that there are like aspects of your melodic writing style that remind me of some of those songs that I loved from like the late 90s, early 2000s. Beautiful tone, think the pitch correcting's off at some points. Maybe a little bit. It hurts so much to like Kelly. It hurts so much to have liked Kelly. I would never in 2024 be like, yeah, you literally won't even catch me listening to it. You know what I mean? Like if it comes on ever, I'll skip it or take it out of my library. But I will say, like when I was growing up, that was like the shit that I was listening to. Man had the world in chokehold, especially during holiday. Yeah, 100%. Love the melodies on this. Great harmonies, great vocal layers. Truthfully, like the production's nice too. Yeah, bro, I took that motherfucker out. He was not. Bumper Ground was a classic. Yeah, it was. I will say, like, you listen to his music now, it feels different though. I can't help myself. Sorry. Hate Christmas music, but I enjoy this. Doesn't feel made for the season in mind, but could be played over the year. That's how I feel too. I'm not a big Christmas music person, cause like Christmas music, it honestly gets fucking annoying like real quick. Like we're in what, like it's not even been like since Thanksgiving, and I just can't get away from it, and I just don't like it that much. Yo, if you're rocking that at Brown Bliss on Instagram, let's find Kia's socials really quickly too. It's Kia Harper. Make sure you go follow also. Yeah, I mean, she has synesthesia. Sick. Yeah, I don't know if that's sick. I think it's cool, but maybe it's not cool if you have it. Uncle Book, I'm next. All right, couple people. Highway Story, Hood Saviors. Make sure you get your submissions in. Crisscross, let me know if you have a second one or if you just want to get bumped up again. You can do either. Uncle Book up next. Working on this for my mixed bag series. Curious if anyone recognizes where this beat's from. I love a challenge, and I love trivia. Sack Streams, let us know what you think of the chat. For the free viewers, you guys are going to get an ad very shortly. Sorry. Masego? Oh, it's in the same Dropbox link? Alright, just remind me of that so I'll drag it down. Usually don't like modern Christmas music. Yeah, I don't love modern Christmas music either, because it's just like a little soulless, I think. Also, it's like very like capitalist holiday music. Oh, I see you, Highway Story. Sorry, I found it. So I like the direction of this. I don't know if I love the vocal mix on the lead vocal. And I would say I do feel like the guitar is maybe a touch loud. Do I know this beat, bro? I don't know if I know this beat. Definitely a unique tone in his voice. I just think the guitar could come down a little touch. Vocal tone doesn't match the melody of the music, says Universe. Learning to mix myself. It's tough, bro. Mixing is an art within itself. Leveling is a big part. I think once you get the leveling down, it becomes a lot easier to mix things. Beats from a Russ song. Oh, I don't listen to Russ, so that's probably why I don't recognize the beat. Probably sidechain the guitar with the vocals, says Highway Story. That wouldn't hurt. You'll pick up the little tips and tricks too. It's like little things, bro. Good story. Let me know when you got something in there for me, bro. Or Hood Saviors, my bad. Hood Saviors. Bass is very heavy but soothing, like how it peaks in and out. Vocals approach feels out of place when singer, but he went more towards rapping and fits well. That's fair. Maybe a slower attack on no transition. Bottom entry. Alright, Lil Cliff. Got you. Yeah, I think for me, biggest thing here is leveling. I do think the lead vocal could be a little bit clearer. I think there's something about the effects that you have on it that kind of buries it just a touch below where it needs to be. So I would just keep those things in mind. But I like the tone. I think like the direction and the idea is cool. For me, the biggest things there is the leveling, though, especially when it gets to the guitar and the vocal. I just felt like there was a little backwards and the guitar was kind of dominating the mix. Whereas you will hear me say this all the time. Damn, why did I close my form? You'll hear me say this all the time. If you are a singer, the vocal, or if you're a vocalist, the vocal needs to be the star of the show in the mix, because that is the thing you want people to remember and highlight. You know what I mean? And take with them. So just keep those things in mind. If you were rocking with it, make sure you go follow Uncle Book. All right, guys. Touchpad. Touchpad is tough. Uncle Book. Uncle, both with K, and Book with a K. Go tap in, right? Go follow if you're rocking with it. We got Michael Million up next, bro. Beat and the idea was good, though. Yeah, I liked the beat. And I liked the song overall. There wasn't really too much I didn't like about it. It was really just the mix that Michael Million, Reelin, M1. Let us know what you think in the chat. Did Kenny Make a Banger produce this? I've been hearing a lot of Kenny Made a Banger beats with you recently, and I've been enjoying them. Alright, so I'm gonna get you bumped up in the priority queue, bro. Thank you for the sub. Michael Million from Montclair? I believe so, right? Hey, bro, it's a small industry. We all know each other out here. 1 degree of separation away from each other, all times. Universe, I still don't see anything next to your name. So if you see like all the other subs have like a little badge next to the name, usually when you do subscribe, or if you do subscribe, that'll pop up. Lucheto, what's good, my guy? I hope you're doing well, bro. I hope you are well in life. I'm live on Twitch right now if you want to come hang out. We're listening to music. Me and Kenny got some stuff in the works right now. I love it. Kenny sent me a bunch of beats too, and I rapped for the first time in a while. Yo, Mike played football with you in high school. Yo, that's crazy. You guys just connected. What do you mean you guys played football in high school? That's so crazy. What a small world. Okay, similar feedback for you, Michael, though. Cut the vocal up in the mix. It gets a little tucked behind the sub, especially. And I think I've said that about the Kenny Made a Bang and stuff, too. He used to run kids over. I'm dead, bro. I love that you remember this much about him, too. Yeah, bro, look, so one, I really like your voice. I've said this over all the Kenny Made a Bang and stuff we've listened to as well. Really, really great vocal tone, really great delivery, and I love the songwriting. Beat choice has been great. The only thing that I have noticed, and this has been with the Kenny Made a Bang and stuff too, is just that the vocal could come up a touch. It doesn't need to be as buried behind the beat. And I tell this to rappers all the time. It's like probably one of the most common fucking things that I hear in hip-hop music in general, is people will... And it's probably what you're mixing on, what you're referencing on as well. But that's the one thing that I notice right now as we listen. Especially that kick, that clap. You can send it anonymously if you want. I mean, I need to know who it is so I can find the submission. But yeah, you can submit anonymously. You can do whatever you want. I'm just here to listen and give feedback. But just know that no one's judging in here. Like, truly, like this is the whole point of the stream. To kind of create more of a safe space for people to get this feedback and have people hear your music and tell you what they think without being harsh or rude about it. The goal is to be encouraging and help you guys figure out how you can grow. Like, that's the focus here, alright? Love the chorus on this too. And we listen to this stuff at all levels. I guess people who are like, we got an 11-year-old who's like recording shit on his phone in Australia who's sending stuff in, up to like artists who've been doing this for like years, right? So the goal is to kind of create this conversation between you guys that can help people figure out what to do earlier on in their careers. And then the further you get along, it's like we're just telling you what we think is great. I do talk a lot. I'm sorry. You gotta remember, I'm in a room on my own though, so like it's just me talking to my computer, and it gets a little weird if I just sit here silently. I feel like I'm boring you guys. Michael Million Reelin. I really like you, Michael. Like everything I've heard so far, bro, I've been pretty impressed by. The biggest thing that I would point to and kind of have, I think, in previous streams as well, is just make sure your vocals are the star of the show, because it's a really, really solid like vocal, in all honesty. Beauty, I'm glad you like it. Thank you. But they're with you in spirit. Yeah, I know. It's just like there are people in the apartment with me. None of them are in the room. This is a new song I just mixed. Hope you enjoy. Love to hear your thoughts on it. This one's from Czars. This is also unreleased. We got a lot of unreleased music today. I actually was telling somebody, I was like, yo, like we listen to a lot, like probably majority unreleased music. And this year I listened to, like my Spotify rap says, I listened to over 7,500 artists total across the board, across genres. I listened to like 49,000 minutes of music on Spotify. But I was thinking about it and I was like, damn, I probably listened to way more on stream of unreleased music and stuff that's not even out yet. D'Antoni, your sub just came through, so we'll get you bumped up. So yeah, just know I listen to a lot of music, guys. Like a ton. Thousands a week, I think, sometimes. Absolutely love the way this one came in. Off rip. Real smooth vocal. I love the vocal melody choices. Let us know what you think in the chat. This also has a real old school feeling to it. Cheddar, what's good, bro? Cheddar. Anton was cracking. Welcome into the chat. World Czars on Instagram. If you like this, make sure you go follow on Instagram as well. We got another free bump coming up from the chat in a second, so if you haven't submitted your music, make sure you do, because we're going to spin the wheel again and see who gets bumped up for free next. I do really like this. Evo says, love this already. Vibed out hard. Czars says, Hood Saviors. Good says, Dreezon. I'm crazy loud. Sorry. I started yelling because I got excited. Let me turn it down a little bit. I'm on my fucking travel mic, so I haven't really got my my audio settings figured out properly for it yet. I gotta be honest. Yeah, this is it was a little crazy. Sorry, I turned it down. Yeah, I need you guys to keep me honest with my mic levels. I'm in Vancouver at my in-laws apartment right now. I'm just chilling. Oh, if you're in the chat, let us know where you're watching from too. I absolutely love knowing where you guys are at in the world. It's always fun. If you're in the chat, let us know where you are. Zars, this is probably the cleanest song I've heard from you. Vocal mix wise, like I know the feedback on a couple of the other songs has predominantly been on vocal mix being a little buried under instrumentation. This one feels way better. It definitely feels like your vocal is kind of the star of this mix, which I, just said is important. We got Morocco in the chat. We got San Antonio, Texas. We got Jacksonville, Florida. We got Brooklyn, Maryland. You guys are all over the place. We got Philly. Oh yeah, we got Philly in the chat. I could have 10K channel point line skip. Nah, I'm gonna change it soon though. I think next year we're gonna use a different one, different queue management and payment paid skip line thing. So just keep your eyes out for that. 2025 we'll have a couple changes. I'm not really psyched about Twitch increasing the price for a sub. So I think I'm gonna change the way that we do paid skips starting next year. We got Rotterdam in the chat. Miami, we got Louisville, Kentucky, Mississippi, we got Philly, Morocco, a couple Morocco people. We got Oceanside, California, San Antonio, Ghana, Africa. No, you're not in Ghana, Africa, bro. You are literally in Florida. Do not lie to me, Antone. I know where you are, bro. Got South Carolina in the chat. Who's getting the next free bump? Let's see who it's gonna be. Oh, is it Izzy Joy? Oh, that is so close. Antarctica, Carolina. I lived in North Carolina for a while, so you just know that if you guys send me shit from the Carolinas, I'm gonna be kind of somewhat excited. Maybe not excited, but it's always nice to hear stuff from the places that I've lived in. So like I grew up in the UK. For anybody who cares, grew up in the UK, moved to Nashville, Tennessee, Raleigh, North Carolina. Now I'm in New York, where I live, but I'm currently in Vancouver visiting my in-laws and SoCal in chat. Cheddar, bro, you got a song for me today? If you want to submit something, you can. So basically how this works for anybody who just joined us, if you submit your music using the link that I put in the chat, it's going to take all your music to this spreadsheet right here. But if you want to skip the queue, all you got to do is subscribe or gift a sub. I don't know, you commute to New York every day, bro. Yeah, I live in Brooklyn, and I work remotely, so just hit me up. DM me. Let's definitely like catch up. Let's go get coffee or something like that. Like I'm always kind of down to just like kick it, bro. Izzy Joy got our free bump. So let's see what's good with Izzy Joy. This one's called Romanticism. That's a good song title. Let us know what you think in the chat. As always, we're gonna get into our next one. Where do you work in New York, bro? Of course, bro. It's been cool listening to you develop as well. Like over the last few months, like I hear the growth musically and what you're making already from what you first started sending in. You work in LIC, bro. I literally live in Greenpoint. I literally work I literally live and work like across the bridge from you. I'm in the LIC all the time. Definitely hit me up, bro. We'll link up. We'll go get coffee or something in the new year. I get back literally the day before New Year's, so. Oh, I love this one from Izzy Joy also. Let us know what you think in the chat. Thai food in Queens. I can't eat Thai food because of the nut allergy, but let's definitely hang out. I gotta be careful with where I eat. I can't even eat Chinese food these days, bro. Kinda whack. Eating Music says I like this beat. I do too. Izzy Guana on Instagram. Nah, you're okay. A little terrestrial. Let me know the artist name in the chat. Headed to New York for a show 2025. Hell yeah. Izzy Guana on Instagram. Not the first Izzy Joy song I've heard that I like. This one's getting playlisted for sure. We're saving this one in the playlist. Izzy Guana. We got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 priority subscribers to get through. Or I guess 9 and 10. If Lachetta's got one for us. Song's amazing, says Horace. I really like this a lot. I don't really know. This is like kind of old R&B. It's kind of old pop. Little Terrestrial, do you have a song that you sent him, bro? I have one track ever made with Zona. I mean, if you want, you can send it in if you want, bro. It's up to you. You could also put us onto something else. Like if there's a song or an artist that you really love right now that you just want to share with us, you can do that too. It's really up to you. I just always tell people if they subscribe, you can bump some shit up, or you can give it away to somebody else in the chat if you want to do that too. It's really up to you. Very nostalgic, cool arrangements. Sorry, I love this song also. Fleetwood / Knicks by Lobo. Shout out to Lobo, also like a longtime community member who we're all fans of in here. What the fuck, Brandon? What's going on? A bit behind because I'm on the road, so streams buffering. Don't even worry about it, bro. You don't have to worry about being behind at all. K Fitz in Nashville. Shout out to Nashville. I lived in Nashville for 6 years. I don't know if you knew that or not. My little sister lives there now. Yeah. All right, Cutie up next. I believe that I'm the next big thing, streaming all of my music. K.ud. All right, Castle, my world. Let us know what you think in the chat. K Fitz, what do you do in Nashville? We lived in Nashville during its prime. Yeah, it's we definitely did, bro. I think about it all the time. I go there every now and then for work, but we definitely lived there during some prime Nashville years. Yeah, this one's getting saved already. Ooh, great vocal. Artist manager, who do you work with? Get Cutie on Instagram. I love that we're getting more Nashville people in here though, more Nashville artists. I got a soft spot for Nashville artists. I do have this playlist on Spotify. If you want to access all of the playlists that I work on, because there is a fuckload of them, you can go find that in my link tree. There is a bunch of playlists in there for you to listen to. Cutie Music says, thank you. I messed with this heavy, says Horace. Evo says, oh shit, I know this song. It's fucking awesome. Where did you hear it? Let us know. DJ Stat, welcome back, bro. Happy almost Christmas. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good year. A lot of friendly faces in the chat. It's nice to see you guys. Erica vibes says Highway Story. Definitely some Erica vibes. Well, I'm good. I'm out here in Vancouver right now. I'm in the mobile setup. You did get your own name wrong, so I'm gonna judge you slightly. Yeah, I had a great year, bro. I really can't complain. Everything's been really solid. We're done with releases for the year on the distro side, so I've just been chilling here in Vancouver for the last few days. I'm here until the beginning of New Year's. Just in Toronto. I love Toronto, so I always have a good time there. Get Cutie on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with this one. I've been keeping up because I've definitely been enjoying myself listening to the music. Who is Galaxy? Let's get you bumped up. Let me know when you submitted, alright? Oh, I love those runs. Definitely like a little Erica, a little Ari Lennox. 38. That's 38 months, bro? Holy shit. 38 months is crazy. You are hitting those notes right here. Love that. Oh shit, you got a couple, man. You got a couple. Just like every manager that exists, we all work with like at least 4 artists. That's what we got. You got to. In Mississauga for a week last year. Toronto is fun, bro. I do always have a good time when I'm in Toronto, and that's a fact. Get Cutie on Instagram. The show was hard. Great job. Definitely saved it. Definitely playlisted it. So funny, so lukewarm, because I was like listening to you. I was going back through this songs we found on Twitch playlist. Because I'm in the process of making this best of Twitch 2024, which I've already saved 144 songs of the 700 plus that I playlisted on stream this year too. So it's going to be hard for me to cut it down. But I've gotten this playlist down from like 750 to 496 right now because I'm cutting things out as I go as well. And I was listening to your song and I was like, bruh, where has So Lukewarm been? I haven't heard from him in a while. I wonder what he's been up to. So I'm really glad that we're getting to listen to something new from you right now under the new pseudonym Snacking Peaches. This is Backseat Lovin'. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is a producer and artist I really fuck with as well. So I think you guys will like this. Cutie, keep sending us music for real. I'm gonna keep playlisting and supporting what I hear because I like it. Alright, bro. This might be my favorite one of the year. This might be my favorite one of the year. And again, if you guys are in the chat, make sure you go follow us on Instagram. At Kayvan's House on Instagram. This is refreshing as fuck. It's mad cool. If you're in LA, make sure you tap in with Snackin' Peaches, formerly known as So Lukewarm. At Snacking Peaches on Instagram. Early 2000s vibes. Ollie Joseph today. Haha. Shout out to Ollie Joseph, bro. I love that little run right there. Kind of gives Pharrell, you know what I mean? 38 at this point. I gotta keep the crown. I'm pretty sure you are a top subscriber, like longest time subscriber. We got 40 in the chat right now. Shout out to you guys. Happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. If you are just joining us, make sure you hit ! submit to submit your music. And if you want to skip the queue and get bumped into our priority queue, that's a guarantee you'll get played before the end of the stream. Subscribing or gifting a sub is the best way. Guarantee you get played on stream today, alright? 4 more songs, we'll do a free bump up from the chat. Definitely hear the NERD kind of inspiration. And then last 30 minutes, so about 20 minutes from now, we'll start bumping people up from the chat for free as long as we get through all of the subs first, alright? We might skip a couple of those free random wheel bumps to get to the free bump section. We'll see what happens. Super fire from Snackin' Peaches, though. Love the production, love the vocal performance. Mix is really nice. The way all the harmonies sit on top of each other is just perfectly done. I don't know that there's anything that I would really change about this. I feel like I say that pretty frequently about this artist too, like under different names. There's never really been too much feedback that I have to give. It's all really, really high quality production, instrumentation, and what you got to keep in mind too, the Snackin' Peaches does all of that shit themselves. All of it. All the production, all of the mixing, all of the mastering, all of the writing, all of the recording. You gotta give him his props, bro. Very good. We got Taps Galantino up next. This one's produced by Chris Cross. Lonely, the first one. Chris Cross, a super, super sick producer from the Netherlands. If you're in here, you've definitely heard me say that there is something really special about producers from the Netherlands before. I stand by that. Every producer that I've heard from the Netherlands is outrageously good. So, just know that. You're gonna get a little Alma piano, a little Afrobeat vibe from Chris Cross. So you just get ready to move a little bit. A little baile funk in the drums here too. Love the way that bass line came in just now. This is pretty sick, bro, already. Chris Cross, I think we'll just do these back to back, and we'll just play both subs, so I don't lose it in the queue. This is tough. Taps is an artist from LA. They're gonna be doing a lot of music together in the near future. Taps Galantino on Instagram if you're rocking with the artist and the vocal. But just know if you're fucking with the production as well, make sure you go tap in with Chris Cross. Chris Cross, 2 O's, 3 S's. Just like his Twitch username. What a vibe, dude. I see Adele's being sued by some rando over plagiarism claims. Motherfuckers are always gonna try whatever they can to get a come up. Odds are, she didn't plagiarize whoever the fuck that was. Can't copyright bland music. I'm dead, bro. Are you calling Adele bland? Beat sounds like K-pop by Travis Fire. A whole ass vibe for real, says Highway Story. Love the way this progresses into this new section as well. Bland is a pot of gray paint, bro. We're not listening to the same Adele, I don't think. I'm not talking radio Adele either. You gotta listen to deep cut Adele. The vowels are great and the production's creative. It's a good arrangement. The vocals are really nice. Alright, we got a second one from Taps and Crisscross that I'm gonna play because he gifted 2 subs. So we're gonna play this next one back to back and then we'll do another one from the queue, alright? I have an anti-playlist on Spotify. She's on it. What are we talking about, bro? Don't you remember? So good, bro. Alright, V3 Taps, Galantino, Gossip Girls with Crisscross. Let us know what you think in the chat. This one came in hard, bro. Hard. I don't know that I expected this. I don't know if I've heard this type of production from you before, so this is kind of tough too. I like this. The balance on these mixes is really nice, bro. Like, the subs sound nice and full. The vocals still cut through. I would maybe love to hear more vocal, like, harmonies from Taps. More ad-libs. He's got a really nice tone, though. Like, his vocal tone is, like, doing it for me. Yeah, I don't like Van Morrison. I'm on the same, I don't like Van Morrison either. I'm with you on that. There's just so many more people I'd rather listen to than Van Morrison. I probably would put, and this is maybe crazy, but I probably would put the Beatles on that anti-playlist as well. I like the clipping a lot on this. I do too. It's really tastefully done. It's not like OD at all. Awful top loader cover of Dancing. Oh, you don't like that one? I think I only like that because I grew up in England, though, and it was on the radio all the time. Shutters. I'm dead, bro. Don't ever put the realistic knock in a song again, though. I did think someone was at the door. I was listening to Jeff Buckley and dropped 20 kills in Fortnite. That's absurd. Love the progression again, bro. It's like the movement in these beats is really nice. Beat change is fire. Real solid, guys. Yeah, great job from you and Taps, bro. I really like both of these songs a lot. Second one probably for me. This one right here probably hit more than the first one. Because the production is real crazy. This one feels good, bro. I think you did a great job on this. Both are good. Second one probably stands out to me a little bit more. You know, said we should all just drop music more often. Yeah. Didn't like the first half. The second half captures my attention to Steve-O Papa. Yeah, I love some ad-libs like that, in all honesty. Corserine, up next. Happy Santa Day. Happy Santa Day to you, too. This is Keep On Falling for you. I gotta figure out what Holoceen's fucking actual username is. Crisscross, do you like Christopher Cross as Carotile? I wish there was ever so slightly less delay reverb on the vocal sample. Crisscross, do you like Crisscross? Jump, jump, jump. I do like that song. I always liked that song. Crisscross will make it jump, jump. Sorry, this is my knee. We are on the couch. Is the 2-song a month worth it? I wouldn't drop 2 songs a month. I would do 1 a month. You want to spread it out a little bit. Personally, I don't think 2 songs in a month is enough time to give either song time to grow or reach its audience. Antones, you're hilarious, bro. Wait, what is your name? Is it not Chris Cross? Is it Chris Cruz? Pantone. Yeah, calm down, young man. We have fun here. We have fun here. My in-laws are gonna be like, what the fuck's going on? Oh, it is Chris Cruz. So it's quite literally Chris Cruz, bro. Oh my god, okay. Well, thank you for correcting me. I'd much rather say it right. Chris Cruz. This is a vibe, bro. If you like French house music, I always say this, you'll like Course Ring. Gross. Advice on releasing music? Be consistent, but have a plan. Don't just like throw it out. Upload it ahead of time. Plan a rollout. Lachetta says the song makes me want to stay up all night. Well, make sure you go tap in with Course Ring, because all of his music is going to make you feel that way. I believe it's Course Ring 3000 on Instagram. It is. Make sure you go follow. Look, you're getting in real early with this artist, and I always try and tell people this. I was at my label studio a couple weeks back. They're making a French house album. It's insane. You fit on that perfectly, so hopefully they put you on that as well. Course Ring 3000 on Instagram. I always say this, like if you're a fan of Justice or if you're a fan of Daft Punk, you're probably gonna really like Course Ring's music. Go listen to it, right? The Highway Story up next, and then we're gonna do another free bump. You know what? We're gonna skip that free bump. We're gonna go straight into the next 5 priority subscriber submissions so we can maybe get more free bumps towards the end. This is BBWMD. BBWMD. Lachetta, which one's yours, bro? Beatboxing with my demons. I was like, BBW medical doctor? Are you the BBW MD? Bruh, this is the most complete, polished sound in this space that I've heard from you to this date. And again, I was just going back through shit to listen to it. Yeah, we got all genres in here. We got people all over the world, artists at different stages, like some more established, some less established. I love this sound from you though. Like this is what I wanted to hear from you before, and I think you've gotten the vocal down. If I had any feedback, figure out how to make those drum fills feel more natural and organic. That's it. The doesn't really fit for this genre. And it like also the way that they clip, the way that they cut feels really digital. So just figure out how to make some of those drum fills feel more organic now, and I think it's really the only thing that I could hear that could improve in this production-wise. Guitar sounds great, tone sounds great, vocals are really good. The vocal mix actually sounds the best that it's ever felt. I would keep this vocal chain like on hand for the rest of the music, to be honest, because the vocal chain is really, really great. To me, it's just the drums part, and I think you'll only really know this if you listen to this type of music. But I do think that that is kind of the next thing that will like help elevate this, is just those drum fills, bro. Start to make them feel a little bit more like an organic, natural drummer playing them, and everyone is gonna be like, "Oh shit, that's really fire! I like that a lot." Sometimes though, the MIDI snares, especially if they repeat, if it's the same fill throughout, can get a little bit much. That's the only thing I would say. Outside of that, though, I think you've done a really great job on this. And even with that, that's not the end of the world for me. I do just think it's the thing that stands out as I listen. The Highway Story on Instagram. Make sure you go tap in if you're rocking with this one. Go follow. Yeah, it definitely would help it shift more towards that rock and alt-rock space, which I think is so close to already. It's just lean into it fully. Even if you can get the drums replayed by somebody, great. But if you can't, bro, like just go through samples. One of the things that I've started to do actually on the production side of things is to start using like more organic drum fills inside of more digital production anyway. So there is kind of that like transition that feels real into the next section. And you can even chop those up and make them sound and feel the way that you want. They don't have to just stay the way they are stock. when you download them. So that's maybe the only thing that I could point to as like you could improve a little bit on that specifically. But overall, really like what I'm hearing, and like I said, this is the direction that I feel like I've always felt your music and voice fits in best, and you are so much closer than when we first started listening to your music, where I felt like it was still a development to do, but you are way closer. You've done a ton in the last year, so congrats and great job. This is Not Working by Lil Cliff up next. Shout out to Big Cliff, who's downstairs. No one in here is gonna get that joke. That is just my wife's dad's name. That's it. Such a stupid joke. Shout out Big Cliff. Lil Cliff, Not Working. Let us know what you think in the chat. Just so you know, this is a silly stream. If you came here and you were expecting serious streaming, this is silly as fuck. Hey,
No,
Vera's
serious.
here.
This is not serious at all.
Vera's here.
Stream Rose Garden.
Yeah, go stream Rose Garden by Vera.
Rose Garden inspired. New stuff coming 2025. What you know?
Bye. See you guys in a little bit. Did you hear me shout out Big Cliff downstairs? Because we're listening to Lil Cliff right now. Big Cliff's downstairs. Huh? Can you airdrop it to my... I do really like this a lot, Hood Saviors. This is definitely like in my taste lane. He's got a really good like vocal tone. Production could be maybe a little bit more interesting, but it is hard. I do like this overall though. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah, drop it to me. It's ML. No, that's my. You gotta send it to the ML computer. Actually, I can drop it to myself. I'll do it.
Did that too late.
We're gonna give you guys like a little preview as well. This Vera song.
They got a bro in the county, I'm praying he making it out. This shit ain't working out. I might have to move on, shot. Yeah, I might wait for it, but I won't.
You do long time intro by Playboy Cardi. No, so I'm not gonna play Playboy Cardi on here because I'll get DMCA'd. And he doesn't need my support, Rudy. He just did his first Rolling Loud headlining set, so I think he'll be okay. But just know that I fuck with Playboy Cardi and I enjoy his music personally. But this is more for independent emerging artists, just for you to know. So if you have an artist that's more emerging in that space, send it through. I can play popular music, but I generally don't because it's just like not something we need to do. So for everybody who doesn't know who this is sitting next to me, this is Vera. It's one of the artists that I manage and also work with. So you can follow her on TikTok and on Instagram. Middle name is Vera.
Go.
You can go follow her right now. But this is one of the songs we're working on, so I'm gonna play it. It's definitely a little bit of a shift. It's a little bit of a shift from some more of the indie pop stuff we've been working on. That song was by Lil Cliff. We'll pull up his socials right now. The song's in the playlist, so you'll see it too. At Lil Cliff on Instagram merch. Thanks for the follow. I'm already following Lil Cliff. Yeah, actually, Chris Cruz, I definitely will hit you about that because we definitely have some songs we wanted to do remixes for. And an Amapiano Afrobeat one would be sick. We'll get back to music in a second. And we're almost at our free bump section of the stream as well, so stick around with us. Joe Bart says fire. Thanks, Joe Bart. That run gets me every time. Of course, Hood Saviors, bro. Thank you. I can't wait for this. This is like the next era of Vera. So once we get through like the indie pop, indie rock stuff, we're gonna kind of swerve into like some real like pop shit. So you guys are gonna hear some more stuff like this in 2025. They're singing it in the chat already. Oh yeah, my wife is here too. She wrote the songs. Also with Vera. She's like, don't forget about me. We didn't forget about you. Don't worry. Shout out to the songwriters in the chat. Oh, this has new.
haven't heard this part?
This is the new one. I haven't heard this one yet.
Y'all won.
It's lit, says Joe Bar. It is lit. Make me think
Love
of a
you, Joe Bar.
2018 bedroom pop bit, says Highway Story. Again, middle name is Vera. Go follow on Instagram and on TikTok.
If you guys send $50, I will do the Defying Gravity riff right now.
Well, you
I'll
can't
do it.
It's kind of absurd, actually. All right, Horace Gather. Sorry, I'm gonna get back into this because we have limited time left.
Just in case they do it.
I want to get to my free
They're putting
bumps.
in their numbers.
If you do want to do that, you guys can. I don't think anyone's donating $50.
One sub, I'll sing Defying Gravity, the ending, and I'll do it for serious.
Ooh, Horace.
Ooh, this is good.
I like the video on this one too.
I like the video too.
Oh. Came out 3 days ago. This is really solid. I like this video a lot.
Goodbye, guys.
I like the lighting. I like the shots. Production is great. The song is a part of my project, Miss Sissy Grandson. Fire, bro. PNG says fire. How do you feel about Thick of It? It was fine. I mean, I wasn't that mad at Thick of It. It's not a great song. I thought the marketing plan was genius, though. We're gonna pull up the socials for this one in a second, too, once we get through the video. I like this a lot. Video is really solid. I'm also gonna have to pull this up on Spotify and go put it in the playlist, because the song is hard. Let us know what you think in the chat. Ooh. Shout out to Jared Kunish and Horace Gather, who directed this together. This is really sick. You did a great job on this. Chasing a day, at least on a back at minimum wage. Late night calls, I keep up the pace. I know the squad. Tired, we stuck in a maze, we running in place, and I know that guy. I really don't have any feedback because this shit is just clean as fuck. Like I just like this a lot. There's really not much that I have to say. What about Dirty by KSI? I like KSI. I fuck with KSI. I gotta give KSI props. He's done a ton of shit in his career. It's actually amazing. Like this dude like built his whole shit off of streaming FIFA, then started releasing music, then like had this whole YouTube empire. Now is, you know what I mean? Like I gotta give KSI his props, bro. I can't pretend like I don't fuck with it. Alright, so where are you from, bro? Trying to figure out where this is in the video. Great timing, great voice, good writing. This is clean as hell. Yeah, I really like this a lot. I have zero issues with this. I actually want more Horace Gather, if I'm being honest, bro. From Louisville? Shout out to Louisville, bro. You already know I got hella love for Louisville, bro. I've been rocking with Louisville for a long time. This is dope. I saw an IG page post that says just Paris. He switches insane, says Steve O'Papa. You know my guy Shloob then. Obs. Kanye flows his dreams on. Look, I'm gonna say this right now. Louisville has a ton of talent. I say this all the time, bro. There's a couple artists from Louisville that I really fuck with right now. Obviously, Shloob is one of them. Horace now one of them. James Savage, R&B singer. Unbelievable. Super talented. Also from Louisville. I also fuck with him heavily. The obvious ones, Bryson, Jack. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of talent in that city. I feel like it's been overlooked pretty hard. This video is clean as fuck. This song is clean as fuck. 10 out of 10, bro. Very, very excited and happy about this one. At Horace Gather on Instagram. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that. I am also going to make sure that we find this on Spotify really quickly. Though I would suggest, if you have not done this, and I'm going to check this really quickly. Okay, so yeah, the one thing that I would say that you should do that you haven't done here is just in the description of the video, You just got to put a link, like put your pre-save, like whatever link in there as well, so people can quickly click through and go save and listen to it, right? Kendrick vibes for me, not gonna lie. Look, I love Kendrick too, so maybe that's a reason why I like that one so much. All right, what's next? D'Antoni, Lil Leaf, Lil Terrestrial, Ollie Joseph, and O. Is it Earl Sweatshirt? Is that what you sent me? Sacramento also has a ton of talent, very slept on. That's a fact. Same with Oakland. Things that I found out a lot. Gotcha, I'll add that in there now. Yeah, of course. That's like little shit too, but I always do it just to make it easier for everyone. Fuck a Grammy by D'Antoni.
Fuck a Grammy, my granny said get your life together. I've been thugging through this shit.
I'm hoping this is the year that I get into the recording academy. And then next year I'm hoping is the year I get into the voting membership. Because I will have 10 production credits under my name, or 12 or whatever it is. This is it, alright. Great voice, great flow, good delivery. Vocal could be a touch louder. Definitely want some more ad-libs than I'm getting because it feels a touch thin. Production is maybe a slightly loud. Chris Cruz, you have a great rest of your night, bro. 1:35 a.m. Get some rest. We're back on Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, so make sure you tap back in for anybody who's in the chat. We do this every Monday and Thursday from 6 to 8. Smooth, says the Hood Saviors. Let us know what you think in the chat. It's very old school. It's got that old school feeling to it, which I'm not mad about. Single dropped over the weekend. More new music on the way before the end of the year. I will not forget to hit you up. I need to figure out what songs, but I will definitely hit you up. D'Antoni, DVNTHONY760 on Instagram. We're already following because we like to get in early on a lot of this shit. Alright, so if you're in here, just know we're here to be early on things. What I love. Lil Leaf up next. Unreleased featuring Ameka the Second. Oh, Lil Leaf, make sure you resubmit that with a link that works. Private link, please. Sometimes that shit will not. Lil Terrestrial, While the Stars Fell, up next, featuring Lil Mayara. Alright. There's maybe too many Lils. You could maybe cut some of the Lils. Not everybody needs to be Lil. Unless that's the crew name. That's all. Just good rapping. Great rapping, yeah. He has a One Love Nas vibe. Yeah, it's definitely in that. It's from that realm for sure. Definitely want to hear more. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. One thing I would listen for is just the dissonance between the bass line specifically and some of the other elements in the melody, vocal and instrumental. I think it's specifically that first note in the bass line. It's a bit of a weird one, just production-wise. I think the thing that does stand out to me is the bass line, maybe not feeling like it fits with everything else. Take that bass line out, I don't know that I feel the same way, but I think with the bass line and the synths layered the way they are right now, that's what sticks out to me. Know that I'm like absolutely a bit of a stickler for it, and I can be like super harsh on production, specifically with dissonance between different instrumental aspects and different melodic aspects. It's just something that I hear, and when it catches my ear, I can't unhear it. I think also just volume-wise, there are a lot of production elements that kind of sit in similar spaces sonically, and because of that, it gets a little confusing and a little hard to keep up with at times. Anton, we did not play you yet. No, we're gonna get to the free bump section of the stream. I'm kind of like powering my way through so we can get to it sooner and get like at least 15 minutes of it. So just keep your eyes open, ears open for that. We got 3 more priority subscriber submissions before we get to it though, so we're gonna try and get through that first. Lil Leaf, let me know when you've resubmitted, please, because I'm not gonna be able to play that song. It's just not a private link. Sorry. I do think there's elements about this that I do like vocally and instrumentally. The arrangement's pretty cool. Like, intro, outro is maybe like the standout moments for me. I think vocal tone and the actual vocal performance was pretty solid. But to me, it's like a mixture of the mix and the production that I think is kind of taking me out of it. And one of the things that caught me immediately was kind of that dissonance between the bass, synths, and some of those other elements in the production. So I think that's probably the thing to just listen out for, and I think that'll help a lot. Ollie Joseph up next. Yeah, artists should do a case study on Ollie. He's done a really, really amazing job of kind of working in a couple different spaces, different genres, has built like a really engaged community and fan base for himself, and just is really consistent. He's dropped a lot of music. I think that thing said 32 million streams this year, which is pretty cool. I will preface this by saying I'm not sure if me personally, I am that crazy about the shift into a more country sound from Ollie. That is a personal thing, because I just don't really like country music. I've worked in it a couple times. I feel very unwelcome in the space. I can't imagine he feels very welcome in the space. And so for me, I think that's the only thing. Like, I get it, because I do think this year we saw a really, really big shift just from a pop culture standpoint of country music kind of having a little bit more of a moment again. And so I do understand the shift from a lot of artists into the space. I don't know if I personally love it all that much. Not because his music's not good, because I do think his music has been really solid regardless, and there's still hip-hop elements in it. But I think there is a part of me that is kind of like, fuck, like, well, you shouldn't have to switch to do that. That's all. That being said, I have heard the song. I did like it. Two Lost sent it over to me on Friday, so I did get a chance to check it out. And generally, it kind of leans more pop than it does country. You guys let me know what you think. It's up to you. Everyone's got their own opinions, right? So I think Ollie actually is like a really consistent, just great artist, though. Like, that is the thing that I'll say about Ollie Joseph. Consistently makes high quality music, consistently makes high quality video, consistently puts out music, and does a great job of promoting it. And I do think that those are the things for me when it comes to Ollie that I applaud the most. Just the work ethic and the openness to doing different things, because not every artist will pivot when they need to as well. And I think he's found a spot that works really well for him in this kind of like country inspired pop, hip hop kind of amalgamation that we're listening to. And I will say also of this one specifically, this one stood out to me a little bit more because it feels a little bit more hip-hop still, and like more maybe pop hip-hop than country. Some of the other country songs this year maybe didn't catch me as much. The context is everything. So just know there's context for everything I say. Let us know what you think in the chat, as always. Like, the thing I'll say about Ollie too, great songwriter. Like, the pen is always like there, the story is always there in the songs. To the touch, and I'm just heating up. Only play my own shit in hell, yeah, I got the speakers turned. You good at faking till you make it, baby, we the worst. The tongue in cheek with love for greedy shit, the evil world. What intentions do you have? I gotta read the terms. Cause this relationship is one I feel the need to curve. I feel the need to curve. To the touch, hell yeah, I got. There's really not much feedback I have, in all honesty. Like, I feel like Ollie makes like really high quality music. Like, the mixes always sound great. The production is always good. Even if it's not my taste, it's always at a high level. And same thing with the videos. So there's not really much feedback I have. I think more than anything, just from my own opinion and like my own taste, I haven't loved the shift into like a more country sound. I just don't have that experience. You know what I mean? It's just not what I listen to on the regular. And I also do have a little bit of, I think, a bad taste in my mouth purely from working in country music for a little bit and seeing the way that country has kind of appropriated hip-hop culture and production stylistically, and then been very, very not welcoming to people from those communities into country music. And so that is, I think, for me, maybe where it also comes. Yeah, I'm not going to play this Earl Sweatshirt song, Lachetta, purely only because it will cut off of the VOD. But I fuck with this song, one. And two, I fuck with this song so much because it is not only produced by The Alchemist, who is amazing, but Vince Staples is on it too, and I fuck with Vince Staples. This whole album is amazing, actually. I'm pretty sure the Overcast has some production on this too. Oh no, this one is all The Alchemist, right? So yeah, like that's it for me. Like with country, like I just got my own personal feelings about it. Yeah, we love Vince in here. We love Earl. I don't think anybody in here has not listened to Earl and doesn't also love Earl. If you are like an underground hip hop fan at all, then you know and have heard Earl and you are a fan. So shout out to Earl, shout out to Vince. I'm not gonna play it just for the DMCA thing. Leaf, did you resubmit? Yeah, you did. All right. So while we listen to this song, guys, just know the next section of the stream. So we got about like 16 minutes left. I always do this at the end of every stream. So we always try and get through as many free subscriber submissions as possible, and usually we'll have a little bit more because we'll keep the random bumps. But I just wanted to make sure we get this section. So basically, how this goes is for the next 15-16 minutes, I'm going to be bumping people up for free from the chat. So if you are in here, put your artist name in the chat right now. I'm going to make a secondary queue. We'll listen in more of a rapid fire mode. So we might not listen to the songs all the way through. We'll do about 60 to 90 seconds of each song. We'll still give you guys feedback. We'll still listen to things. We'll still pull up the socials as we go. But just know we're not going to listen to every single song that we hear in this section because I'm just not going to be able to. I do have to leave on time today because I have to go get dinner, do a bunch of family stuff. So just keep that in mind. We are going to listen to the song from Lil Leaf, though. And while we're listening to it, just give me a little bit of time to catch up with you guys in the chat. Okay? That's it. This one's Lil Leaf, Treat You Right, featuring Ameka. Let us know what you think as always, and give me a second so that I can catch up with you guys in the chat, all right? Just know I'm not reading it. And we're not doing paid bumps anymore, so please don't do that if you're in the chat. Save that for another day. I like this beat flip already. The sample flip is nice. Curious to see how the vocals are gonna come in. You also have to have submitted in the priority, like in the submission form. If you haven't, I can't pull it. Alright, for me on this one, things that could improve a delivery, timing-wise. I do feel like the timing on the delivery in the verse got a little bit offbeat, and that's just something to keep an ear out for while you're recording. Use the metronome if you've got to. I'm very pro metronome. I'm also very pro timing. Alright, TNJ City. Greg Pre, Drizon, I got you both already. Sample won me over. Madison Steinbrook. Gotcha. Priya and Greg P. Go to intro on my O says Just Paris. I also do agree with that. Generally, I lean into short intros, especially for more emerging artists. Alright, I got everybody who submitted their music in here now. Okay, so if you are in here and you have not put your artist name in the chat, if you've already done it, don't do it again. If you haven't done it, now's the time. We are going to do this free bump key for the rest of the stream. I think the vocal tone is actually really nice. It's really the delivery rhythmically that for me can improve. Like, I think if you improve that, it's going to feel a little bit better. It's going to be easy to get into. I think it's a little hard for me to get into the rhythm of it and the vibe of it because it's a little bit loose on that front. Hook wasn't too bad. It was mostly in the verses, though. If you're rocking with us, BBE_Leaf on Instagram. Make sure you tap in. Definitely appreciate you working so hard on the content side of things because it seems like you're already pushing that shit. Why you sound like Lil Yachty, says Antone now. I don't know. Voice reminds me of Lil Yachty and Draft Day. And Hamito, welcome back. We are in our free section part of the stream right now, so if you want to put your artist name in the chat, feel free to do it. We'll bump you up for free. Like I said, more rapid fire for this section of the stream. When we get done, I am going to take you guys on a raid to another Twitch streamer as well, so stick around. But if you have not, guys, and you are in the chat, this is the last time I'm going to call this out. I'm giving away a free consultation over the next few streams. So if you want to enter for that, make sure you go follow us on Kayvan's House on Instagram. Make sure you put your artist name in the comments on that as well. And then also our songs from the comments series and playlist submissions are still open too. So if you don't get played on stream today, please just make sure you take advantage of all the other free opportunities that are out there for you to get your music in front of me. This is not the only one. I do this twice a week on Mondays and Thursdays, but there are still other ways for you to get your music in front of me and get me to listen to it. This is just the most interactive way so that you can hear what I think and then get feedback on why I playlisted or why I didn't playlist something. If you want to still send me music, you still can. There are a bunch of ways to do it. The Kayvan's House page has a lot of content. and a lot of things that are focused on that. Also, our community playlist is open back in the Discord as well, so make sure you get in there if you haven't. That is another place that you can submit. Spotify links only, but submissions for that will be open for the next 2 weeks, and then we will update before the end of the year. So get in there, submit for that. There are a bunch of ways that you can get music in front of me, and also our release calendar. So if you have new releases that dropped since last Friday leading into this upcoming Friday, make sure you put them in the release calendar too. I'll be updating that New Music Who This playlist on Friday, all right? So like I said, rapid fire mode. We're going to try and get through as many songs as possible. 60 seconds of each song. I gave it to you, Anto, now up first. If you want me to start from somewhere that is not the beginning of the song, let me know. Don't wanna hold me. I was singing this song, the Tiana Taylor version, in the car earlier today, so I love the sample flip on this already. Love a short song. Never mad about a short song. This kid is 16, bro. I signed him to Genius Distro because I heard it. I heard him and I just knew. There's something very special about this kid. He produces everything, he mixes everything, he writes everything. He does a lot of his own visual work. Some of you free viewers are about to get an ad in about 50 seconds too, so just keep that in mind. Nothing I can do about that right now. Guys, make sure you go follow Anton now, bro. I really believe in this kid. Like, he's just got it. You know what I mean? And Anton, I'm supposed to talk to you, bro. Go to college for the networking. For real. Go. And look into music programs, bro. I know it's getting to that time of your life. Anton now on Instagram. Make sure you go follow him. He's such a talented 16-year-old, bro. Like, I think he's really going to change the sound and face of music in the next, like, 10, 15 years of his life. Like, he's really gonna change the way that people listen to things and what types of music people listen to, I think. So make sure you tap in. Anto now on Instagram. Can I start at 20 seconds? Yeah, just remind me when we get to you. Proxima. OWO. Rum BWI. Yeah, bro, you already know how I feel about you, bro. You're such a talented kid. Whoa. Proxima. Look, if you've been here a lot, you know I'm kind of into some, like, bass house, fucking, like, hard style shit. So, to me, this goes pretty hard, and I can't say that it doesn't. Proxima _ music, PR0 XIMA music. If you are into raves, then you should go listen to this. There's a lot of work on analog outboard gear. A little bit of a mixture of both stuff on VSTs, but also real analog synths, which is a very difficult thing to do. I do need to hit this drop. Check out After 210. I want to hit this drop first. After 210. Afrolenial, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Come hang out with us on Twitch, though, because all the fun stuff's happening in the chat there. I always feel bad for people on IG. Oh, that gets so crazy towards the end. Make sure you go follow if you're rocking with that one. Silk up next. Sorry if you guys are getting into the ads right now. Sorry. It is what it is. Stalking me too, Silk. He says start at 20 seconds. I said the same thing earlier, bro. I fuck with Silk's voice. He's got a good voice. Yeah, I know. VOD will be up on the YouTube tomorrow, so if you are in an ad right now, VOD will be on YouTube in the morning. What's up, Forrest? I do think on this one, the thing that I would say for VOD when you see it, Silk, bring those vocals up a touch. They're a little tucked behind the production. A little bit less reverb delay on the vocal too, I think, for me personally. More ad-libs, bro. I need more ad-libs from you. That being said, if you're rocking with this, OME_Silk, we listened to another song from early on today. I've definitely playlisted a couple songs now on my own playlist. I have been enjoying them. So go check him out. Go follow him. It's got that New York sound that I do really enjoy. We got Boo Boy up next. Boo Boy. Florida People. What up, Florida People? This one's Wasted Fridays. Alright, I'm excited. I love a little indie pop, so I'm actually excited about this. I love when we get stuff that's in a genre that I'm not, like, used to getting on stream a lot, too, because it's just, like, it's the music I like. He's playing Playground Music Festival with Fliptone on January 18th. New single dropping in January, too. I love this already. Silk, I know you missed it because of the ad. It's in the VOD. You will definitely see it tomorrow. Mostly positive. Just little notes about the mix and the vocal. You've got the Brat font too. Are you also AAPI? Are you Filipino, bro? Not the Zaza, that's hilarious. You are Filipino. Shout out to all my Filipinos, bro. Pretty much immediately playlisted this one. Silk, we did listen to another song of yours earlier in the stream too. You got the free spin, so just keep an eye out for that on the VOD as well. We listened to both today. Viewboy.con on Instagram. Am I saying it right? Is it Viewboy or is it Booboy? This is super nice. I actually love this. This is probably one of my favorite songs we've listened to today. It's very much just in my taste, like in the realm of music that I listen to a lot. Booboy. Okay, fire. I liked it a lot, bro. Greg P, Identity Crisis. Love the album artwork for this one already. Let's see what's up about this.
This is a public service announcement. If you are over the age of 25 and you hide behind the mask of reassurance, you need therapy.
Yeah, make sure you put it in our release calendar too. If it's already uploaded, bro, I'll go check it out myself. I don't actually need a live link to the song. I'll go look for it on release day. I would work on delivery a little bit on this one. I like the idea and I see what you're going for, but I just think the vocal delivery could use a little bit of work.
In my eyes, I'm the prize, heart of gold, wouldn't lie, that's the truth. Is it so? Look inside. Now you
know, it was all very positive, bro. Like, I really actually loved it. I put the song in the playlist already, and it was one of my favorite songs I think I heard today. Just very much in my taste. Yeah, so I love the idea here. There's a lot of music in this space that I do really enjoy. Low-key, Haji Gaviota would be a great person for you to listen to. I think he does a great job of kind of like, it's not quite the same, but I think it leans a little bit more alt-pop mixed with hip-hop inspiration. Definitely would add some distortion to the vocals. You kind of need that saturation and distortion, I think, to tie it together. But for me, I think it's the delivery, still just like figuring out some of the kinks in that and making it feel a little smoother. That's about it, bro. Yeah, JPEG Mafia, I think, would be a good person to listen to. So people in that space. All right, we got another Christmas song, guys. Pajama Pictures by Bree Style featuring Mario Graham. Let us know what you think in the chat. But I think just keep working on the delivery. I love the direction musically, and I love the idea. It's just the execution needs a little bit of work, I think. It's funny we were talking about Christmas songs earlier. I think the bells and maybe like the sleigh bells are a little aggressive on this. This is 2 years in a row I've been getting like more like hip hop, R&B kind of inspired Christmas music, and I'm not mad at it. Again, not always the biggest fan of modern Christmas music, and I will say that, but I love this when it gets into the verse section. Wasn't that crazy about the chorus, mostly for the sleigh bells. Rap part's really good. I would cut back the sleigh bells just a touch. I know that they're stylistically for a reason, but a bit too much in your face.
Text me, Facebook messy, IG depressing. Supposed to be the season I spent with my bestie, but instead we had to go our separate ways. It's funny how you think the good times will never change. Don't know where you or the snow at. Looking at our throwbacks, wishing we could go back like yesterday.
So here's the thing. I actually think the verse was like really strong on that, and I think it's a really, really cool way to approach a Christmas song. To me, the sleigh bells, like though I understand them, and like stylistically, I think also just like with Christmas music is like you kind of expect that. I think the thing that you need to do to bridge the gap there is maybe find more creative ways to bring those Christmas elements in without it just being the sleigh bell. Because like the song itself, mad cool. I actually like, especially when we get to the verse, the chorus just with the sleigh bells is a little bit too much in your face. I feel like that's kind of the thing that pushed it a little bit into more of a cliche Christmas song than I would have personally liked. But great job overall. Trees on Two Stones up next. No problem. Really loved the song. I would love to hear more, and I'm definitely going to support wherever I can. So just keep me up to date as you guys are dropping things. Happy to support. Thank you for submitting it. All right, Drees on Two Stones. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm gonna try and get through some more of these songs. We do have like 2 minutes left, so I can't guarantee we'll get through all of them, but I'm gonna try to push through. We're already 10 seconds in, it's okay. So on this one, for me, the production actually feels a little too low. Vocal feels a little bit too high. You need to meet somewhere in the middle there. I still want to feel the production. It does feel like you've kind of like toned it down just a touch too much now, where it's like the vocal is very present and really cuts through, but we're not feeling any of that low end. We're not feeling any of those rhythmic elements in the production, and I feel like that's maybe not as good of a thing when there is this like heavy rhythmic section in them. So I think it's just finding that, you got to find that blending point. It's not quite there yet, but I like the direction of it. I do like the production. I think vocally you did a pretty good job, but for me, it's still mostly in the mix. Now it's just that the production is a little too low. Prion, whenever you need me, up next. And if you were rocking with that too, at Drizon.music on Instagram, make sure you go follow Prion whenever you need me. And like I said, we're going to take you guys on a raid after this, so stick around. I'll take you to another music streamer. I'm also going to be doing a little guest spot this week. Not announced yet, but keep your eyes open for it. You're going to see me guesting on a good friend of ours' stream. If that tells you anything, you should know what it is. Love this one from Prion already. Mix sounds really good. Production's really cool, very 1975-esque. Prion. Preeyuhn. Super 1975-esque, bro. I love this. Yellow Mellow Fellow, hey, what's up? Of course. Kayvan says dig this. Ben Hamino says this is cool. Cool. I actually love this. This is great. It's also really cool to see the Sam Noir and Cena Music both follow you too as Southeast Asians or Southwest Asians. Definitely inspired by them. It's really cool, bro. I like this a lot. Offer up. Vocals sound great though. I gotta stop it there, but I really want to listen to it more. 666 followers gives me a nice little kick as well. Clean as fuck though. Really enjoyed that one a lot. Please keep me up to date with when that one is coming out. Just finished it. Is a little bit basic. It's not basic. I think people will say things like basic about music, but like if we're being honest, what do people like to fucking listen to? And what's on the radio? Simplicity does sell sometimes, and not overthinking the music. If it feels good, that's all that matters, and the song felt good. So I wouldn't worry too much about the rest of it. I liked that one a lot personally, and I would listen to that in the car. I would listen to that in my headphones. That is something that you would easily find in one of my playlists, without a doubt. Hey Cassandra, what's going on? I hope you're doing well. This is Choir Demo V1. This one's coming in from PNJ City. Nothing really, just that it's in the early stage of the demo. That's fine. All right, we got like 3 more songs. We're gonna get through all 3 of these songs before we go on a raid, all right? Is this just instrumental? I'm not mad at it if it is. KRKRKR6IX on Twitter, on X, if you want to go follow. URT, make sure you follow me, bro. I am actually about to end the stream. Like, we're really only a couple songs away from being done. But go join my Discord. Oh, there's vocals? Then this intro is way too long. That's the first thing that I would say. There are vocals that come in at 111. Then you should definitely find a way to cut that intro down a little bit. Bring those vocals in earlier. And even if you have an instrumental section that comes after the vocals come in, I just think, like, in general, I always tell artists this, like, when you make an intro and you are a newer artist, if, like, for me, if that had been instrumental, I would have had no issue with it. I think knowing that there's a vocal that comes in that late into the song, I would probably figure out how to get into the vocal a little bit more. Yes, the play of the stream is not available on my Discord, but it is available on my YouTube channel, which you can subscribe to for free. That was about so pretty good too. It was really beautiful once the vocal came in. I just think, like, that is the thing that I would point to immediately, is just like, yo, make that intro shorter, get to the meat of the song quicker. Want to be Madison Steinbruck up next. Does Madison go to Belmont as well? Just curious. I am a Belmont alum. And I just always assume the Nashville musicians either go to Belmont or MTSU, because that's usually how it works. So, let us know what you think in the chat. I like this already. She got a great voice. You went? When she graduated. No option to pick Canada on the Discord? Where are you at in Canada? Vancouver or Toronto? If more people ask for it, then I'll do a Canada link up channel. We didn't have one. 2019? I graduated 2014. So probably right after me. This is sick. Yeah, I like this already. Reminds me of Fleetwood Mac a little. It's definitely just got all of those things that I like from like indie pop, indie rock. Madison Steinbruck on Instagram. I only say that now because Vera, who was in here, she also goes to Belmont right now. This is my wife's little sister. So this is really cool. I love the production on it. Mix is super clean. Got a good voice. It's a really, really cool vocal tone. Reminds me of a lot of bands that I really enjoy and listen to right now. Been listening to a lot of female like indie pop, indie rock stuff, so. Really cool. Great job on this. Curious to know who produced it. Self-produced. Shout out to you. Self-produced in this Soul Phil Cox Littlefield. Very cool. That's from the Wannabe EP that just came out. If I had anything, this is me being super, super picky. If I had anything at all, I was not super crazy about the tone of the drum. That's totally a mixed thing though. That's it. Paris Williams, Saving Miles Lemon, The Human Alien Love. But I will say that's just like a constant thing for me. I think that specific drum tone is something that always catches my ear a little bit. Specifically on the snare. Just slightly too soft. That's all. Alien Love, another really solid music video from Paris Williams here. Creatively, bro, I've been really enjoying the stuff that you've been sending over. I think you've already like found like a nice pocket feel yourself. The album was really good. K-Fits, of course. We do this every Monday and Thursday, so please feel free to keep sending me stuff. I'd love to hear your other clients. Like I said, we have all those free playlist opportunities too, so please take advantage of those as well, alright? Yeah, love this section right here as well. Alright, we've got our last song coming up after this, and then we're going to go on a raid. Thank you guys for another amazing stream, for sending this cool stuff in. I'm going to go save this on the playlist really quickly too. It's called Alien Love, Paris Williams. And as always, like I said, you can catch us on YouTube for VOD. If you want to go clip that for your socials, you can. Yeah, I don't know that I have much feedback for you, bro. Like, I do think, if anything, it's still just dialing in the vocal mix to be perfect. There's maybe, like, aspects of the vocal delivery I think could be stronger in moments, but not throughout. Like, for the most part, it's, like, really strong. If anything, there's a second here or there, a word here or there. I'm like, maybe that wasn't quite it, or it feels like the mix doesn't quite hit on that section. But it's very, very little things. Overall, though, creatively, like, I will say, like, I'm the world building that you're doing visually and art, like, from a sonic standpoint, like, it's all really good. I like what you did on this most recent project. I think it's just elevating and continue to build off of it. You know what I mean? All right, last one. Hold Off demo featuring It's Okay Raz and Ben Hamido. Oh, we got some deep house to end the stream tonight. Let's see who's on. We're gonna go raid somebody in the Twitch music community. Most likely Big Duck, who's live right now. Maybe Empire Troop. I'm not sure. I raided Duck a lot last year, so I've been trying to find more people that I can raid as well. Maybe Next Up Live. You know what? Let's go raid Next Up Live. Because he's doing music feedback too, and I really fuck with him as well. But like I said, we'll go back. No, you're okay. You're okay. I didn't realize that their music was playing as well. Sorry. Let's take it over to Next Up Live today. Again, if you are in here, make sure you join the Discord. Make sure you go follow us on Kayvan's house. Lots of free opportunities for you guys there, for you to submit music and get playlisted and get content made about you. We are back on Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And yeah, if you want to check anything out or if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Like I said, we're giving away our free consultation that closes tonight, so make sure you enter for it if you haven't. And also, the community playlist is back open in the Discord now too, so get in there, submit your music. I'll share all the socials in the Discord when we get off. And I really like this one from you too, Ben. Honestly, I love a little deep house though. So deep house is maybe one of my other soft spots when it comes to music right now. I've really been enjoying the deep house shit. Deep house UK garage drum and bass has been a lot of fun. All right. Great shit tonight, guys. Honestly, we got through so much music. We got through a lot of really great songs. I'm gonna have an even harder time now cutting it down. I added another like 10 songs to this fucking playlist that I'm gonna cut down to 30 at the end of this year. So I'll be working on that. But I'll see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your week. I'll see you on Thursday again for the stream. Next week's gonna be a little weird. I don't know if we'll have the same Monday, Thursday schedule, but I'm gonna figure it out before the end of this week. And you guys will see an update on that in the Discord as well. So keep your eyes open for next week's stream schedule. Like I said, it'll be slightly different. But tomorrow we'll do our songs we found on Twitch content. Keep your eyes and ears open for that as well. There's definitely gonna be some of the songs you heard in here tonight included in that content tomorrow. All right, we're out. Thank you for a great stream. Come on this raid with us. Peace. Come on this raid with us, guys. Take you to another place where you can send your music in. Alright, we're going right now. Have a great rest of your week, and thank you again for a great stream. I loved hearing your music today. Have a good one. Peace.